Hello and welcome to Worst Impressions. I am your host, Eric Anderson, and this is our show. We like to talk about random bullshit and screw around here, and I got a very special guest with us. I'll introduce him in a second. Before we get started, I want to remind everybody to come follow us on Instagram. Shoot us an email. I think I'll have that email posted in the show notes. If you got any questions or suggestions for our show, please feel free to comment and shoot me an email. I want to thank everybody for listening so far. We're just a small podcast at the moment. At this moment, actually, with this recording, we're not even live yet. So I'm pretty excited to get this off of the ground currently to shoot these out there. But by the time you guys are listening to it, I'll have a few episodes out, and I just want to thank everybody for listening. So right now, it's a day. While we're recording this is Christmas Eve, and I want to remind everybody to be safe and have fun, and look forward to the next Christmas Eve, because you won't be listening to this on Christmas Eve currently, unless you're listening to it in the next year. But okay. Let's move on. Let's get on with our show. I got a very special guest today. We got Terry. How's it going, Terry?
Hey, Eric. Glad to be here. Thanks for inviting me. It's going pretty good.
All right, man.
And happy holidays, man.
Yeah, happy holidays, dude.
It's a nice setup in here, I got to say.
Thanks, man. Thanks. So this is, thank you for coming out for a holiday show. I know you're a busy man, but so this is the first time seeing the studio. And what was your first impression walking into the studio? The
worst impression, son, I gotta say.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to get some good pictures of that. Put it on the Instagram.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully I can get it. I don't know if it does multiple colors or if it's just one color. If it's just one color, I'm down. But I think I can do like an LED setup and like mess with it or whatever. But it's gonna go right there. I know you guys are just listening right now, but it's gonna go on the side of the wall. And hopefully, when we have some video attached to the podcast, you guys will be able to see it. I know it's gonna be in some pictures and stuff though. And,
I was kind of wondering what the extra little room was. I thought maybe we'll stand people in there or something.
So originally I wanted I really wanted it to be like really show busy, like old Showtime, red curtains, black walls for like a stage effect. And I think there's a couple of things I want to do with it. I either want it to be like a surprise room for maybe even a surprise guest. I don't know. Like, who knows? I'm super pumped to have this spot so that way I can do a lot of different stuff with it. Either have props back there that I can reveal the curtain when we have some video. And that's another reminder. Please follow us. Please like us. Please rate us, because the more followers we get, the faster I'm going to get video added to this, and you guys can see our faces and watch us be total clowns out here. So let's get on with the show. So Terry, one thing that I like to ask everybody that comes in here is from the name of the show, Worst Impressions. It's kind of a play on first impression. Do you have a story about a bad first impression of somebody, some place, something that you bought and it just sucked? Like right off the bat, you were just like, Jesus, this sucks.
Yeah, I guess worst impressions, a lot of times you'll see stuff on Amazon and you're like, okay, that's nice. And you purchase that item or items. And you're thinking it's going to be, 4 foot tall or something. And it comes in and it's like miniature. It's
They had no quarter. They had no quarter for scale in the pictures.
Exactly. And it's like you're returning half the stuff because it comes in undersized, or, you just totally think it's, you have a total different impression about it.
Yeah.
When
I
you're
have
ordering it.
I have a lot of, when I'm buying stuff, drapery from my groin. I got a lot of stuff coming in undersized, just from a package. I know you got a lot. I know you got
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I'm gonna hold back.
I know you got a lot of stuff coming in undersized from that package, man. That Terry Tyrannosaurus you got packing, man. So okay, so your worst first impression, do you have a specific item?
It's not nothing specific. It's a lot of items.
Because we're gonna get the wimps out here. That's what I'm gonna call our fans. The worst, the W for worst and imp the wimps. We're gonna get the wimps on it. We're gonna get that product shut down off Amazon coming in undersized.
Right.
Some sort. Well, cool, man. Then that's gotta suck. Like, I'm trying to think what else sucks besides groin drapery. Coming in undersized. Because I hate small underwear,
Mm-mm.
Oh my God. But what's worse than that? Probably like I mean, I know you like guns. You get any stuff that comes in, you're just like, hey, what the hell? What the hell is this? This is like I don't know. What do you buy? What do you buy for guns? Like that like what do you typically order? You're just like, I gotta get some more of this.
Typically, if we're still speaking about Amazon, I typically don't buy.
Yeah, you might not get it. You might not get that on Amazon. I'm talking about just anything you're ordering. What do you like to order out there on the web?
Yeah. I do most of my purchases for like fishing gear.
Oh yeah, you're a big fisherman.
Yeah, and like
you gotta get those big lures. Big lures, big fish.
Lures, big fish. That's
big
right.
Lures.
So, but cooking like spices and
what is your favorite thing to cook?
Oh gosh, a couple months back I bought a griddle for the first time.
Hell
so
yeah.
my favorite thing to cook right now
For sure.
is breakfast.
Dude.
The bacon, the eggs, pancakes, just throw it all on the griddle. One of those, it's a Blackstone brand. So
Blackstone griddle. It's electric?
Butane or propane or whatever it is.
Nice.
So, grease flies, spatulas, the whole thing. So it's pretty cool.
So what's your signature? What's the Terry special? When you're griddling, you're serving it up and everybody, the fam's getting the special. What's on the plate?
Tacos.
Breakfast tacos?
No, just
just regular tacos. Okay.
Tacos, the meat, the hamburger meat, the fajitas, the, grilled onions, peppers.
Nice.
All of that. So, they love that stuff. So
You a spice guy? You big spicy?
Yeah.
Big spicy. No, I knew you were a spice guy. Cause you like the Cajun stuff. The Cajun, go down to the bayou, you know what I'm saying? Get a catfish out the bayou.
Yeah.
That's Terry.
Yeah, you had some crawfish before.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So I went to Terry's house and he broke me into the crawfish boiling, and I was like, oh, we're gonna get some crawfish out here. Oh, we're gonna boil them up, and I was like, oh, here we go. And he's boiling up, and he got the spice in the boiler, and it's boiling it up, and I was like, whoa. That's my attempt at a raging Cajun.
I give it an 8.
An 8?
8.2.
That was generous. I'll tell you that's generous. I'll work on that. I'll bring it back. I'll bring back the raging Cajun in the bayou, grilling up the crawfish, all boiling up. Oh yeah. My God, I could do that all day. I could do that all day. Just give me some crawfish. And sit there. I'll crack them open, break out the heads, suck out the juice. You know what I'm saying? so, I don't know. I don't know if Terry knew.
What are you drinking, by the way?
Here we go. This is my pod juice. Give me some juice for the pod. I'm drinking a Montucky Cold Snack. It's a light beer. You can find it in the cheap beer section, and I love it. It's got a mountain range on it, and it's got a beautiful white stallion, which is my nickname. And no, I'm just kidding. not the white stallion. But I love the Montucky Cold Snack. One thing that drew me in is they say, it says 8% back to local causes, like nonprofits and stuff. And the fam, I got a lot of connections with nonprofits and stuff, and I think that's cool, and it's good beer. So I throw these back a lot. I threw a few of these back last night. The bar we were at had them, and I was like, hey, give me some Montucky Cold Snacks. And I just like the fact it's called a snack and it's a beer.
Right.
It's an interesting name.
It sounds like you threw a few back already today.
Yeah. I just got that natural alcoholic slide. You know what I mean? The slide everywhere. Like a snake. So one of the things we talk about, one of the things we ask, the Raging Cajun voice kind of reminded me to ask you this. I talked to you before the pod, and I asked you, I was like, do you have an impersonation or an impression that you ever do, that you ever did, that you like to do of a celebrity or a cartoon character? And he goes, what'd you say?
I said none.
He doesn't got one. He doesn't got one for the pod today.
And that's confirmed.
It's double confirmed. I double checked, did some research with some family members of his, and he's like, they all said, he's like, nope, doesn't do them. So I'm just gonna have to do double. I'm gonna have to do double duty today, which is fine. Which is fine. Absolutely fine.
I mean, I could try one.
What do you got? What do you want to try?
There's a certain cartoon like back in the day. It's old.
Okay.
Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. That's all I got, man. Will that work? Scooby-Doo. There you go.
We're gonna need to hear that a couple more times.
That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. I'll be Shaggy. I'll be Shaggy. You're gonna be Scooby.
Was I not just Shaggy?
No. You were Scooby.
I was Scooby.
You were Scooby.
Okay.
I'm gonna be Shaggy.
Okay.
We're ripping joints.
You sure you don't want to be Velma?
I don't want to be Velma. I was like, maybe I ask her on a date. I don't know. But what are we saying? Okay, so I'm Shaggy. You're Scooby. We're smoking in the back of the mystery machine. We roll up to a crime scene, and we open the door. And I go, "Oh, Scoob, we got a big crime on our hands, Scoob, like zoinks." And you go,
"Let's see." That's appropriate, right?
There you go. Yeah. What'd you say? You said, "Let's eat."
Let's eat.
Yeah, let's eat. We got the munchies. We're gonna eat these 12-foot long sandwiches. Oh, yum, 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 yum. They eat the sandwiches. It's crazy how in that show the dog is high the whole time, just
always
just on grass in this kids cartoon. Well, thanks for the effort. We're always going to appreciate it. For any of you out there that's going to be on Worst Impressions in the future. That's all we need, folks. That's all I need is just like throw it, like just give it a shot. I don't care. It doesn't have. This is not a podcast for professional impressionists. If one wants to come on the show in the future, absolutely, I'll have them on. But this is not a professional. This is just me interviewing people in my universe that I want to talk to. And then I want to have a show. It's been a dream to have a show of my own that I just get to talk to. We get to goof off. We get to drink Montucky cold snacks and hang out. So thank you again, Terry. Amazing job. If I get a clap sound bite, I'll throw it in there for Scooby-Doo, my boy. Do you have any questions for me? Did you come in here with any questions? I know I kind of, the last couple of guests, they had a lot of lead up to this, but I kind of threw this at you as like, I kind of snuck this in on you.
Yeah.
You know?
No, no questions really. I know we discussed a little bit about, the setup here and what you're doing. And, perhaps what you'll be doing in the future with this podcast and, bringing in the video, the vidya,
huge
and,
vidya,
and, getting it set up. So it looks like you're getting it done. So
I'm trying, man. It was a lot of work. Just getting the audio and having these mics and everything, getting it all, the acoustic sound, and it can always get better, but like just this much took and hopefully we get it launched on time, and hopefully I can get weekly shows in. Scheduling is going to be a thing, but yeah, man. But I knew really early that I had to get Terry on, and because Terry, he's hopefully, if he likes how this turns out, is going to be a recurring character on the show, and
that's good to know.
Yeah. No, that hopefully he's going to be coming back, but and I hope everybody learns everything, learns Terry. I think you're gonna become one of the fan favorites because again, most of the people that are gonna be on the show is gonna be in my world, in my universe in some way, and I'm gonna basically be creating like a web of characters, kind of like a reality show in a way, and like everybody's gonna come on, then people are gonna have their favorites. It's like, oh my god, Terry is on this week. Holy shit, I gotta listen. I like the podcast just dropped. Terry's on.
Yep.
And he's going to be doing Scooby-Doo.
No, I think
you'll come back with another one.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll bring something.
So you're a big fisherman. Sorry, that's not a good segue.
Yeah.
Moving along, you're a big fisherman. We talked a little bit about you got to have a big lure for a big fish.
Mm-hmm.
What's your dream? What is your dream location to fish?
Oh, that's a good question. So anything the great outdoors is awesome, right?
Yeah.
So definitely like to get in a kayak, float down a river. So something I have on my bucket list is the Devil's River.
Okay.
Which kind of is south. It actually crosses over into Mexico. I'm not sure geographically.
Okay.
The best place,
but it's United States to Mexico.
Yeah.
Devil's River. Cool. Freshwater is your dream.
Yeah.
Never, you're not going to go to the ocean. We can talk about the ocean in a minute, but
it's a different setup.
Cool.
But so definitely for relaxation and adventure in that way, the Devil's River. So I'm a big bass fisherman.
Mm-hmm.
So largemouth bass. So a couple places. And you kind of stuck me on that. I can't think of the name, but I'll get back with you on the name.
Okay, but yeah. So far, Devil's River.
Mm-hmm.
That's freaking cool. So relaxation is the main thing.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, so let's go saltwater. Would you ever be interested in like something that is kind of not relaxing, like where you're going after? I don't know if you can you fish for swordfish and like I know, or marlin or whatever, are those the ones where you're like fighting the motherfucker? Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Would you ever do that?
Oh, in a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, if the pod gets big enough, we're getting some marlins. Right. Yeah, because I know. Yeah, Curtis would be all over that. We gotta cook that up. Do you have a, if you go anywhere in the world, like anywhere in the ocean, you got a spot yet in your mind? If I was to give you a globe and be like, we're going there, Terry, where are you going?
Just depends. Like right now, because I'm thinking of crabs and stuff like that. I'm thinking the up in Alaska, do some crab fishing. That sounds pretty good.
That would be really cool. Fresh, like the freshest you can get, because you got it that day.
Mm-hmm. And then if I'm thinking of lobster, of course, I'm in Maine, probably. So
yeah, that would be sick. You're on a boat, or you're on a kayak. You're bringing your Terry specials with you. What are your, like, if you got a special snacks? What is Terry bringing for snacks?
Typically just throw in a bag of beef jerky, some waters.
Jerky. What kind of beef jerky? Like what brand? Old Trapper.
No, I've been like enjoying those Duke's shorties.
Duke's shorties.
Duke
shorties.
They have hot and spicy, and then they have habanero pepper.
Ooh, nice.
Those are awesome.
Some habanero. Hell yeah.
So any of those are great. And then beef jerky's beef jerky.
No,
for the most part.
For sure. Cool. Devil's River beef jerky. Sounds like you know what you want, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to make it happen. So yeah, hit the like button. Come on, let's get some followers out here. We're gonna take Terry out to Devil's River, man, and we're gonna bring some beef jerky out there and get us some bass, some big old bass. Okay, so we know a little bit about Terry. Is there anything you want us to know? Anything you want everybody to know about you that give us a little insight to who Terry is? Like, do you have a you don't know Terry unless you know this? Before we move on to some goofy questions.
Gosh,
you're a funny guy. I think everybody needs to know this. Funny guy. That's why I got him on the pod. He's just the guy. He's always in the corner cracking jokes, ripping on whatever's going on at the function. He's ripping on it. Whether he's ripping farts, he's ripping jokes, he's ripping the heads off a crawfish or something. The 3 R's. He's doing it.
Yeah. I mean, not particularly anything interesting. Just Family Guy.
Yeah,
and
big Family Guy.
And I like the great outdoors, and if I'm throwing a pole and ripping lips.
That's the 4th R right there. Ripping lips, ripping heads, ripping farts, and ripping jokes. This is the first time you heard the 4 R's for Terry. That's gonna be trending in a couple of years. No problem. People, with your fan base, you're gonna get a huge following.
Okay.
So,
and is that a thing? The 4 R's, or is that something you made up?
We're just making that up right now. We're just going. That's just part of your lore now, dude.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're building character about you. We're building everything from the ground up, starting with this episode right here. Okay. This part of the show, we're a good ways in. I'm going to start pulling some funny questions out of a hat. And we're going to use a little bit of magic, little podcast magic, to find out which questions I'm going to use. Cue the magic. Oh, here's one out of the hat. As a concept, do you think the butthole was a mistake? Dun, 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 dun. Bum,
It
bum.
seems necessary.
Yeah. It's just like, first glance,
I mean,
pretty necessary.
but
We could,
depending on the context.
okay. So for sure, the way things are now, the way things are with biology right now, absolutely necessary.
Yes, for sure.
But what if, now this is just a hypothetical, what if you didn't need it? What if you just, when you took energy in, you didn't have solid waste. It just, your body just used it. And we didn't have a butthole. Or are you so in love with your butthole that you wouldn't want it to go away?
For me, it's not necessary if we didn't need it. But I could definitely see where it would come into play for some folks.
Sure. Yeah, like some people gotta have.
They're gonna want to keep it.
They're gonna want to keep it. Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you right there. They're gonna need that butthole for sure.
And but then we lose terms like asshole. We lose those terms that we use.
True.
Every day.
I don't know if I could give up asshole, man. Like I don't, because we wouldn't have those words.
Yeah.
If they didn't exist, we wouldn't have those words, and those are great words.
Butthole.
We just have
It wouldn't be there.
Smooth crack. Like it would. Like, do you think we'd still have a crack, or we just have a smooth round?
Why would you need a crack? You don't. I mean, that houses the butthole.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, you wouldn't need the crack.
Why would you need the crack? That's Terry right there. Big brain energy. Why would you need the crack if you didn't have the butthole? Well, cool. I think we got that one.
Okay.
Cleared
It's a fair question.
Fair question. Everything's fair game here.
Yeah.
On worst impressions. Okay. I've asked some other people this one, but I like this one. Do you have an appetizer that you got to get no matter what? Like you're at a restaurant, if it's on the menu, you're getting it.
Calamari.
Really?
Fried calamari.
Every
if they
time.
Have it.
Every time.
If
Pretty
they
much.
have it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if you're like, I guess we are right now. Super inland. You sketched out?
I mean, typically you can get it
Pretty much anywhere.
It's
Pretty much anywhere.
not the best, maybe, if
Yeah.
you're inland.
Like have you ever had a bad calamari?
Oh yeah, I cooked some a couple years back,
And it wasn't good?
Listen, it was frozen out of a box.
Oh,
and
yikes.
just throw in a deep fryer.
Sure.
Didn't work.
Didn't work. Would you over fry it or under? Or it was just bad. Like there was no saving it.
I didn't mess it up.
Oh, they
It just
did.
came messed up.
That's gross.
Yeah.
It was like rubber Cheerios.
Very, very rubbery.
Rubber Cheerios right there. Oh, cool. Yeah, calamari is a good one. Cause I mean, you're not gonna get it they're not gonna have it everywhere, but when they got it, you gotta have it.
Yep.
What do we got here? Do you have what is like the smallest hill? Nothing serious. Like nothing serious. What is the smallest hill that you would die on? Like you would defend it even if it's not, even if you know it's not true. It's like, nah, sticking with it. And it's, keep it as casual as possible. Like there's a certain lure that everybody's like, this is the worst lure for fishing, but you're like, no, this is the best. Something like that.
So a hill I would die on.
Yeah, the silliest one you got.
I mean, an actual hill, or am I just making something else up?
Yeah, not an actual hill, but
I was thinking like, gosh, she's gonna make me think of the name of a hill.
No names of hills, but okay, I'll give you an example. So if everyone in the room was saying Montucky cold snacks sucked, I would die on that hill defending Montucky cold snacks against all of the rest of the cheap light beers.
Well, if we're talking about beers, I'm gonna have to go with Land Shark.
Oh yeah,
a lot of people are like, Land Shark, what the hell is that?
Yeah. But it's like the beach beer. It's a good beach beer.
It's good.
It's delicious.
And it's real good with seafood. So
that's fucking right.
So but I get a lot of slack on, if I'm bringing over some Land Shark.
Yeah.
So I'll defend Land Shark 100%.
Till the day you die.
Yep.
Man, the first time I had Land Shark, I was in South Padre, and I was just like, oh, well, when in Rome, you're at the beach, you're going to have beach beer.
Of course.
Awesome. Changed my life. Cause I was like, it was not on my radar. I didn't see it in the stores. And, I started getting it all the time. There was like a whole era, like 2 or 3 years, where it was just like Land Sharks only for me. Love them. Freaking good. Land Shark. I think it's a Land Shark lager or something. I don't know, but it's awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
So I'll have to try the
Montucky Cold.
Montucky, yeah.
Yeah. We got a whole freaking case of them in there. We'll have to get you some. Get you some. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. If you were in a big brawl, like 25 other fellas, everybody got to choose a melee weapon, something like, no guns, no crossbows or bows and arrows or nothing, no slingshots. It's just got to be something in your hands, like a baseball bat, sledgehammer, sword, whatever. What you picking off the shelf?
Man, that's a tough one.
Because it's free for all. Last man standing. What you got in your two hands?
I think I'm gonna go with
because for those out there that don't know Terry's a little bulldozer. He's gonna freaking rip off some people's bottom halves. Like if he's got a blade or even a blunt object, he's gonna slice them in twain horizontally.
So can I pick that sword on Star Wars? Is that something? I mean,
honestly, I didn't
exclude it.
I didn't exclude it, so go for it.
I want the one that the lasers come out of both ends.
Yeah,
I don't remember that guy's name.
That's Darth Maul, man.
Yeah.
What color you want it? Because you don't have to be red, I guess.
I'm thinking red.
You want it red? You want
it?
And you're ripping people in half. Okay, so if you got that though,
mm-hmm.
If you got that, what do you think those other guys are gonna have? Because like, what do you think your weakness would be? Maybe like a long. I mean, what you got is pretty long, but if somebody's got like a big spear with some laser tip, whatever, you think you got them?
Is that a thing, or did you just make that up?
I'm making it up, but I mean, they could have it.
I think I got them.
You think you got them?
Because I'm quicker than that guy.
Yeah, I didn't. You do a lot of rolling. I feel like you would roll a lot, do a lot of dodge rolls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be an acrobat out there.
And if I don't, I just have to run faster than him too.
Yeah,
you can keep that in mind. That's a good.
What are you wearing out there? Are you wearing Jedi robes or are you going tidy whities?
Yeah, tidy whities.
You're doing those dodge rolls. you gotta say, hey, something's Something fell out there, Terry. But that's
maybe I could just use that. It's like it fell out. I'm going to use it.
It's another melee weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, people be running off. They'd be like,
I'd be like,
shit.
Get back. That's right.
What the fuck is that? What has Terry got in his hands? He's like, oh, Jesus. Oh. They run around. They just drop their weapons at that point. They submit.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh my God, dude. He goes double-sided lightsaber and then his own package.
That's all I need. That's all I need.
All he needs.
You said 25 of them?
I think there's 25, including you. So you got to kill 24. You actually don't have to kill them all. You just got to be last man standing.
Yeah.
You know?
Got it.
I think for me, I would really, I mean, I know I wouldn't win with a big ass sledgehammer, but it'd be fun. It'd be fun to go in there. Just you get one crack at somebody and somebody's like, I'm not letting that happen to me. They're gonna hit me with a double-ended lightsaber.
That's right. That's right.
a big like Lord of the Rings like tower shield, just the shield, maybe. I don't know.
I'm talking about sledgehammers. The one that Thor has, you could take that in there and do some damage.
It's got some magic, but do you get the magic part? I don't know.
You get it? You throw it and it comes back. You hit the ground with it and everybody explodes.
I mean, if we're getting into magic stuff, I mean, then we just get the wand. We just bust out the wands. We bust out the Harry Potter wands.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not talking about, pleasure wands. I'm talking about Harry Potter wands up in this thing. But yeah, I think if we go into the magic side, it's a free. That's a bigger. We're gonna get complicated. We're gonna get into this guy's turning this guy into a frog, and this guy's turning this guy into a lion. But for some reason, the frog can actually expand and eat the lion. Like we're getting wild there. But I think a lightsaber works. And would you do the spin move? Like the one where he's like just spinning in a circle, slicing everybody in half? Or is it the dodge rolls, surprise?
Typically the dodge rolls and stuff, but if I had to spin,
you're spinning.
I'm spinning.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever it takes.
Yeah, you're a spin guy. You're a spin guy, dodge roll guy. Are you you said you're going to run faster than, so you're not going to charge them directly. You're kind of you get on the outside of them. Like they're all in a scrum and you're like, oh, there's Terry like coming around the side. You're going to get him in the back.
Straight in the back.
I feel like that's you.
I don't know.
Or you more face to face.
I'm not scared of face to face, but
I don't think you're scared of it. But I think you're smart enough.
If I need to take them out from the back,
yeah,
that's the thing.
Yeah, that's true. Would you like to collect any of would you have their trophies of the ones you kill, the slain?
You mean like have them taxidermied or
maybe
something?
Maybe their weapons. Maybe taxidermy. Taxidermy would be wild, dude. It's like, yeah, I slice these fellas up with a lightsaber, so I put them in my man cave. It's just like, man, you got him. It's like I got his legs in the corner, and I got his torso up on the wall, and then his head is on the ceiling fan. Good Lord. Well, I think I've bothered you long enough. It's about time to wrap it up. You have anything else you wanna talk about, bring up before we head out here, Terry?
No, it's been a good conversation. Thank you, and everybody follow Worst Impressions.
Thanks
when it comes on.
Yes, sir. And hopefully we get a decent following. We make some more. Make these a little every time. I know if you've listened to the very first one, it's night and day already. And hopefully I'll just get better and better at each one bringing you quality content, quality just interviews, goofing off, and again, just a little bit more of a following. We'll get the video in here, we'll get it on YouTube, we'll get clips out there. But it's all a work in progress, and I am very satisfied with how it is right now. But it can only get better, and I am very excited. And it is a huge honor to have people like Terry come in randomly and get some content put together. And I know I threw it to him last minute, threw a curveball at him. He comes in here, he's like, what the hell? What's going on in here? Oh my God, you got a freaking dungeon in here. And he's just a real sport. Sat down and was just like, turn it on, let's fucking go. That's Terry for you. He's got the 4 R's ready to go. Rip, 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 rip. So anyways, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. Everybody, thank Terry for being here. Thank you, Terry.
Thank you.
And we will talk to you next time here on Worst Impressions with Eric Anderson.